82 Society. Welcome back to another reaction video today, y'all. Today, we are reacting to another Blue Lock video. We reacted to a chapter this time. We ain't reacted to a theory, we reacted to a chapter. And we all see what my guy, Mario, has cooked up in his past 15 hours. Because this shit did get leaked on Friday. Early Friday morning. Not early Friday morning, but like, it was pretty freaking early.
Chapter 331 leaks have just released. France takes the early lead as we restart the game and pick right back up. Japan starts their counterattack with Hugo and Isagi getting their first matchup of the game.
Isagi not going, but I ain't gonna lie. If you seen the rest of this whole chapter, this is cool. Like, nigga, I like to see him fight for his #1 spot. You know, the way he said, what Hugo has said to Isagi. I can't tell if he's trying to be a dickhead or if he's like genuinely just, you know, saying like just telling Isagi how it really is. He's even trying to like sound like a dickhead. He's just talking. But from our perspective, it seems a bit, I don't know, harsh as hell because for one, his chat boxes are black. I don't know if they've been black this whole time or if they've just been black in this instance and a couple other instances, but you know what I'm saying? He is a problem.
In one of the most hyped 1v1s. And for y'all wondering, we're trying a new thing on this channel where I cover the leaks in a video just so that you guys get the information as quick as possible. I'll still be doing a video on the officials every Tuesday that will be higher quality pictures in English and with my usual editing, but this is for the people who just want the chapter right away with my commentary. Especially because we've been getting the chapter leaks way before the official chapter drops. At the time of this recording, it would be 4 to 5 days until I release that video, so y'all don't have to wait anymore to see what happens. Last thing really quickly is that the panels will have an overlay to avoid copyright, and some of the panels are unfinished due to a tight schedule. But with that out of the way, let's jump into it quick. The chapter picks up right where we left off, with the France fans getting hype and the commentators telling us, goal, what a quick attack, what a first touch play. The second to third page is a double spread of Charles's goal celebration where he hops on Hugo's shoulders, who nonchalantly carries him. And this all but confirms every new Gen 11 is just nonchalant. There is zero happiness in their lives. He can't even celebrate. Loki is there too, just pointing at the crowd as the commentators continue that Charles Chevalier broke through Japan's defense and scored the first goal. Which, I'll be honest, nobody expected him to score the first goal, so that was very hype. We then see Blue Lock's reaction with Aiku saying that France is cruel and that he got carried away, with Nico saying that pattern wasn't in their data. Karasu chimes in too, talking about France's speed, power, and shooting accuracy, with the next page being an analysis that the goal wasn't anything you could just reproduce, saying that he really is the #1 of the new generation, Julian Loki. Which got me a little confused because ain't Charles the one that scored the goal? Loki didn't even touch the ball. This is the same timing as Kuso glazing Isagi when Bachira scored, but I guess he was a big enough threat where they had to deploy the whole defensive line on him, giving Charles the free goal. Anyways, someone claps to get at the presence alone. So
You feel me? Because of his speed, how fast he is a fucking problem. You have to keep your eye on him. It's just you just can't, bro. It's not fair. You can't take your eye off
Isagi when Bachira scored, but I guess he was a big enough threat where they had to deploy the whole defensive line on him, giving Charles the free goal. Anyways, someone claps to get everyone's attention, and it's none other than Mikage Reo, who tells everyone to calm down. He continues that there were just parts they couldn't cope with, like that surprise experimental attack, and that France—
that too. That whole move was experimental, but I'm only assuming it's experimental because they used Charles to score and they just thought he wouldn't score. Maybe it was not thought, but it was a chance that he couldn't score. Damn. So there's a hypothetical scenario where Blue Lock would have read that and just not countered it, but like they would have been like, nah, we ain't going for that shit type shit.
This is aiming to
collapse. It ain't that crazy. It's just people be hyping up small ass moments. Okay. Okay. Let me
their mental state, so
let me lock in.
they need to cool down their brains and think calmly, which is a huge W coming from Reo, considering his time throughout Blue Lock was just him going through it, so you just love to see that development. Aiku fist bumps him and says a nice psychological management, poking fun at Reo, calling him the Mikage mental department head, and Batra jumps into saying thank you for the medicine for the heart. Gagamaru's in the corner saying thanks as well. The next page shows Isagi holding the ball, agreeing with Reo. The match just begun, and that in Blue Lock.
I like how everybody's fucking like, well, they weren't calm for a second, but like they locked in when somebody else was like, yo, it's time to lock in. That play was cool or whatever, but that was a experimental play. Charles don't usually do that anyway. Nigga, a midfielder. He be in the field, but like he don't be that deep in the field. He be passing this shit, but like I like how calm everybody is now. Like Isagi, he's like, nigga, it's cool. The match just begun. Even though they did score in the first chapter, in the first few minutes or seconds of the game. It's cool though. It's cool. This is just how, you know what I'm saying? This is how the shit get in sports, bro.
Lock, even a single point can change everything, so they just need to concentrate. I'm getting a feeling of deja vu from when Onazi said everything is fine because I'm here, and then their score ended up being a fat 0, but all the Blue Lock boys agree with Hiyori saying okay.
That's not at all comparable. Them niggas was actually coping, and they didn't have no egos. It was like, we could win this. They not saying they could win, they just saying it's the first play, calm down. I ain't gonna lie, people just want Blue Lock to lose this game bad, bro. That's just what I'm getting from this. Look, I get it. Isagi needs to lose to become better. I agree on that. But like the way people he needs to be humble, bro. There was a time, not even a time. This was yesterday. I was on Twitter and I was commenting like, yo, at this point, fuck the win. I just need Isagi to understand, like start to slowly understand their level of play so that they could have a chance. Not even have a chance, but like just so they lose this, right? They meet back up in the finals and they actually have a game plan. So say they don't even sub in Baro and Shido in this match, they'll have them 2 Joker cards for that next match, that next matchup. But I mean, for all I know, they could fucking watch film on them, because I don't know who else they gonna play after this. They gonna play England, and then after that it's fucking another round after this. I don't know what it's called though. I think it's called the knockout stage. Could be wrong. I think we're in the knockout stage right now though. I don't know, bro. This just shows you how much I really know about soccer. I don't really know that much at all, bro. But for real,
Egoist,
oh yeah, let me get back to what I was saying about the little theory shit. I said at this point, fuck the win. I just need Isagi to, you know what I'm saying, try to slowly understand the level of play, just like how he did with Baro when he was training with him. You know, he was trying to read his shooting meter. I mean, not meter, but like how far he could shoot from, like his shooting range. And then with Ren, he's developed the back heel shot, scored a goal. He stopped Batra in the most critical moment. I mean, granted, Ren still scored, but he still stopped him in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Those are still signs of growth. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying with the, at this point, fuck the da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? That's where all that came from. And then some nigga just commented, no, Isagi needs to be humble. Which I didn't disagree with. I just said he needs to also be able to, I feel like he should be able to learn as he's losing. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't feel like a total crushing moment. But niggas just want, people just want Isagi down in the dumps bad right now. They want first team selection Isagi. Or not even first team. I mean second team selection when he was fucking, after he lost Batra, he was fucking tweaking. They want that type of Isagi back, bro. That's not that, bro. We are past these older versions of our characters. That is what we call development. You know what I'm saying?
Yuri agreeing to, Batra saying it's a battlefield of instinct, and Isagi's
don't even agree with me. If y'all just think I make sense and just people just are heavily pushing it, let me know. Or let me know if I'm tripping.
They're monologuing, saying don't rush Blue Lock. The game immediately restarts though, and Isagi says the best way to win is to keep moving forward. As the commentator asks if Japan can counter with a passing play between Isagi and Rin. Loki starts gunning for it too, and they actually end up passing around him, with the commentator saying that they broke through the center. Out of nowhere though, Charles...
What's wrong with you, dickhead? Get fucking cooked, nigga. Get put in a triangle, boy. Fuck out of her. I know this isn't an actual person, this is like an outline, but it still is in the shape of a triangle. I know how niggas be, bro.
Around him, with the commentators saying that they broke through the center. Out of nowhere, though, Charles appears yet again.
Charles looks fucking crazy in this panel. Crazy. Like, look at this nigga eyes.
And is saying that he saw
this panel at the top, this shit look a little creepy.
In the first match of Nigeria, where they built up the attack with 2 people and made a formation where you can't tell who's going to score. Okay, Charles, he did his homework, I see you, because this is exactly what took Nigeria off guard. They thought Isagi was gonna score, and then Bachra ended up scoring, or Rayo or Rin. It happened multiple times. So with Charles quickly on Rin, the next page shows us Bats, the France defensive midfielder, get on him too.
Am I tripping, or I swear Ren looked like mad nonchalant when Charles came to pressing. Let me see. Maybe it's the next shot.
And now Rin has a goblin on him and Bruce Wayne. Charles calls out for a pincer, but Rin calm, cool, and
okay, hold up.
The next page shows.
Wait, god damn it. Wait, Irio. I'm not even trying to go back that much. I'm trying to go back frame by frame and shit. Oh no, yeah, hold up.
Or Rayo or Rin, it happened multiple times. So with Charles.
Damn. I'm like, wow. That shit came out yesterday, and I just thought Rin was mad nonchalant, didn't care about the fact that Charles was pressing him or some shit. He looked
quickly on Rin
to me yesterday than today. He looks a bit more, shocked, a little surprised.
The next page shows us Bats, the France defensive midfielder, get on him too. And now Rin has a goblin on him and Bruce Wayne. Charles calls out for a pincer, but Rin, calm, cool, and collected, just passes to his side, saying that way of thinking gets in the way, which takes Charles off guard, saying that it's a pass to the right side. Next page shows Chigiri Hyoma getting the ball with a bottom generation 11 Chappa on him. This guy was such a disappointment in the PA.
But I just don't. Nah, Hugo and Loki. Loki hasn't done nothing, and Hugo might do some
G game, so you know he ain't defending Chigiri. Chigiri calls out that this is a quick attack too, and as we all expected, Chigiri gets the cross off because Chappa is straight garbage. Rayo says nice tempo, as the next page shows him with 3 players on him, and Rayo trying to jump up to get the ball first. Another PXG player is here calling to block his shot, and France's center back Hermes says as expected, but Rayo starts to initiate copy. I'm always so hyped seeing Rayo use copy. With him midair, we're left wondering if it's RU or someone else, as it shows a Kunigami Rensuke copy header.
That is a tough ass pass. That's a tough ass pass. And then Rayo connecting with that pass, that's a cross midair. It ain't even like bounce off the ground or no shit like that. Nigga, Rayo is jumping in the air to meet it pinpoint and hit it pinpoint. That's nasty. Niggas ain't talking about that though. Like, they did their shit. Rayo and Chigiri, they did their shit.
Carrying the ball away. Oh my god.
To Isagi too. Reminiscent of NEO, his NEO pass from Kunigami.
And Rayo copied Kunigami in the PXG game specifically, which is kind of funny, and now he dragged away 3 players while getting the ball away. Kunigami making an appearance in an unexpected way too. Literally a copy of him got more screen time than the actual appearance in an unexpected way too. Literally a copy of him got more screen time than the actual character so far.
He can't win. He can't win. He can't win.
But let's not talk about that. The other France player is surprised that he didn't shoot and that it's a post play, with the ball heading to none other than Isagi Yoichi, who says a nice chameleon. But that's when a Hugo appears out of nowhere, jump scaring Isagi right next to him and saying, "You are a good team, Blue Lock, however, Isagi Yoichi." And just look at his face, man. This got me sweating bullets, because how they make him look so intimidating. We now start the Isagi and Hugo 1v1, as the next page shows Hugo giving a full breakdown on the 2-gun volley.
He just talking
saying that when Isagi shoots...
This nigga, he went up to go guard Isagi, and this nigga just proceeded to say, the 2-gun volley when he shoots, while turning in the face-to-face, the user uses his left leg as a feint, making the course of the shot impossible to predict for the defender. However, if you crash in before the feint, like, bro, what? I wish a nigga would come up to me, guard me, and then try to decipher me. What? Isagi,
Dude,
you need more weapons. Well, he already no matter. Oh, I made this tweet earlier too. Hold on. Or this thought. Me and this dude on Twitter, we had the same thought process of Isagi using a certain shot selection. You know what I'm saying? A certain shot selection to get past Hugo and score and fucking slam dunk on him, because that shit would be satisfying. And if Isagi could score this one goal, that is exactly why I said, fuck the win. I just need let me ask YOICHI to overcome the massive wall of challenges for himself and start to cook up. Even if they do lose, I want him to score at least. Like, have that. He might not get it this game. He might get it in the next friend's game, or maybe in the second half, because they still haven't used that type of shot that I just showed y'all. He was training that shot for a reason. I don't know why they haven't used it. It has to be either in this moment or in the next France game. Or, I don't know, bro. When else can you even? You could use that whenever, but like, that is a good ass shot. That's a good fucking type of shot Isagi hasn't taken yet. Nobody has seen that yet. People have forgotten about this type of shot. They forgot about this type of training, bro. Not type of training, but they forgot about this training session he had with Yukimiya. Like, this needs to happen. No way we forgot about this. And he slams it in too. Like, this is the perfect, like, it's not perfect, but I think I need to see this type of goal in game. Fuck trading. I need this.
While turning it in a face-to-face, he uses his left leg as a feint, making the course of the shot impossible to predict. However, if you crash in before the feint, you can annihilate the shot. Your weapon can be crushed with logic. And the look on Isagi's face compared...
Here's the thing. Niggas keep thinking Isagi pussy. Isagi, you need to bulk up, my guy.
To Hugo's...
And you have the perfect alternative shot to use, you still haven't used it. Why?
Face is all you need to know too, bruh. He somehow analyzed and figured out Isagi's whole flow.
It's not even his whole flow, bro. That's the thing. He has more shit in his bag. Honestly, if Isagi was really like that, this is damn near almost the same. Nah, he is getting pressured. If he had a tiny amount of space right here, I feel like he could lift this fucking ball up. Tap it, do the same shit he did in Nigeria game. Fuck, he could, if he was that athletic, he would have dunked on Hugo right here. Am I wrong? Like, I see this as a potential goal if Isagi was strong enough to handle this nigga. This is a perfect opportunity to hit that same Nigeria type shot if he just had that type of, you know, leverage to set himself up instead of having to rely on players, which is another thing. He's too reliant. He's not more of an individualistic player. He relies on people. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to crush this man if he isn't an individualistic type player. He needs to be able to play alone and be able to get out of scenarios alone, or else he's gonna be crushed, just like now.
He comments how Hugo was able to predict his movements perfectly, and Hugo says, yeah.
I'm so glad I'm recording outside because I feel like I yap better.
If we neutralize the shooting angle before the feint, the two-gun volley becomes useless. Rin and Karasu both call out for Isagi to pass to them, and the next page shows Isagi excited for help. But then Rin and Karasu...
He's still reliant on others. He's like, oh yes, I'm saved. No, nigga. They got locked the fuck down too. You need to learn how to play on your own. You need to learn to be able to make game-changing moments on your own. That's what this is. That's what he's missing, I feel like. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But, like, he needs to be able to... He just needs better individualistic fucking move styles. Style of play. I don't know.
Both get pressed, which was all according to Hugo's plan.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He says if they shut down the forward outlet, Isagi won't have anywhere to pass, and if they crush Isagi, it will cause a chain reaction. Blue Lock will die.
At least And here's what I can say about Hugo. At least he's giving Isagi props. He's seeing that Isagi is the head honcho. I'm liking that. And this
will die?
I will say this too though. It's a little bit reminiscent of the Nigeria game because when Isagi shut down on Nazi, and he was like, if you don't touch the ball, then your team dies. This is kind of reminiscent of that a little bit. Please don't let these niggas 4-0 us, please. Let's get like a 3-goal difference or a tie. Kanashiro, hook us up, please. I can't take this slander no more. Trust me, I can't, bro. I can't. Hold on. Can I go to my bookmarks, bro? Here we go. Because I had this set up perfectly. Isagi, this is what I see. This is what I got to deal with. Isagi, go pick a new career path. You embarrassment to your family. The nigga just lost the ball. The game just started. This is the second chapter. Japan's best midfielder versus France best midfielder. That's not really slander like that, but, you know. Actually, no, that is slander, because you coming from my boy Striker name. Yeah. Last time he played for Japan, dinosaurs were roaming the earth. Nigga not lying. He bro. He in Tokyo, bro, just chilling. And he better be watching this game. You know what? It would be cool if this game kind of fired him up and made him want to play. What if say hop in? He just like, nah, fuck that. Y'all niggas need a midfielder. Y'all niggas need me. Cause granted, France has 2 new Gen 11s, bro. You can almost count Charles because the nigga is such a fucking prodigy. He's 15 years old. 15 years old doing this bullshit. Shitting on our high tier GOAT, Gagamaru, Nico. He got fucking cooked. Fuck, bro.
Are we hearing this correctly? Because this goes beyond football at this point, man. Hugo is shaping up to be the Thanos of the football world. He's literally all up in his ear and everything too. Isagi fights back though by saying, shut up, you logic freak. He made it this far by devouring people like Hugo, who always try to stand above others. Saying, let's do it, by breaking number 1, even cracking a smile. But Hugo in a black text box just says, even though his aptitude is only number 2, which Isagi responds with, huh?
And if you don't know what aptitude means, I believe that means your potential in something, or your, hold on. If it's not potential, it's definitely something to do with, yeah, your natural ability to do something. So essentially, we could damn near say he's talking about his natural ability in soccer, or his just, you know, his soccer skill in general. He's calling his shit number 2. That's almost, it's like what Say saying lukewarm or tepid to me. That's what it kind of feels like, a little bit.
And the
like,
last
this is Isagi's Say. My bad.
Page shows Hugo has stolen the ball away from Isagi.
Yeah.
Nah, ref, someone stop, bro, please. Send in Sendo to snipe him. Because as he steals it away, he asks Isagi if he believes in fate. And as Isagi looks panicked, the chapter ends off there. What an amazing chapter and continuation of the France game. And now that we've gone through the leaks and translations, let's start discussing about it because there is so much that happened in this chapter. The main thing being Hugo, because he analyzed everything about Isagi, dropped some cryptic messages, and managed to get the ball back in France's possession in a very short amount of time. Firstly, we already knew this, but it really confirms that Hugo is a very logical player, but also someone that can back it up with his skills. He managed to crush Isagi while he was in Metavision, if you look at the panels, by cutting off his predicted paths, which in my theory, I literally called this out, saying that Hugo is a reactive player who can crush a proactive player's way of thinking. Basically, Isagi always tries to follow a plan with Metavision, like how he was gonna go for the 2-gun volley, but Hugo reacted in a way to prevent that, which caught him off guard, leading to Hugo getting the ball. He also gave some important dialogue towards the then saying that Isagi's aptitude is only number 2, which I interpret as he thinks Isagi's thinking is only the second best, with his being the best. In other words, Hugo thinks his thinking or way of thinking is superior to Isagi's. The ending dialogue, he also asked Isagi if he believed in fate, which I think is the most interesting thing about this chapter. This was obviously the cliffhanger for the next chapter, especially considering the title.
That's a good way of looking at it. You know, that's a good way to try and see them as like potential rivals,
which we'll talk about in a second.
They're both logical, so either not even maybe this game and the next one, I feel they're gonna be really duking it out in terms of who's the more logical or even smarter player or just better player, you know.
But fate could be connected to what Ego and Isagi were talking about before the France game, specifically the god of football. Remember that Ego was talking about how everything goes your way. That was the god of football. That might be correlating exactly to what Hugo is talking about fate, because honestly, the god of football is sort of fate, and now it could go in 2 different ways. Either Hugo believes in it, believes in fate, believes in the god of football, or Hugo doesn't believe in it, which honestly, I'm willing to place my bet that he doesn't believe in fate. My theory is that because Hugo is a very logical, analytical player, he wouldn't believe in something like fate, which even Isagi said is kind of illogical. So maybe the difference between Isagi and Hugo is that because Isagi believes in the god of football because of Ego, and Hugo doesn't, that's why he thinks Isagi is only number 2, because he believes in something illogical. This is backed up because Isagi literally said he will reach that place and meet the god of football for Ego. So now it's gonna be a clash between the 2 players, someone who believes in the god of football and someone who doesn't believe in the god of football. The next chapter title, 332, is called A Theory of Aptitude, and I think this will really give us Hugo's backstory or why he doesn't believe in fate, either that or just his philosophy on football. All we know though is that it's gonna be a Hugo yapping chapter, and with him having possession of the ball, maybe even a goal at the end of it, making France take a very early lead of 2-0. Another thing I need to point out is we haven't even seen Loki get that much screen time or even touch the ball once. So once he does, oh boy, we are going to be more cooked than we already are, because Hugo is already a problem by himself. Charles is there too, and he just scored on us. Throw in Loki into the mix, there was just going to be non-stop problems and obstacles for Blue Lock and Isagi. But anyways, that's my thoughts on the chapter leaks. Again, this was more of a video for you guys to immediately get informed on the chapter, because it's gonna be a while till we get the official one. But don't worry, I'll still be releasing my video on the official chapter with the better English translations and my usual editing style on the same day per usual. I just wanted to get this out because it's gonna be a lot of days till we actually get the official chapter, so I'll be experimenting though and seeing what format works best. Regardless, y'all are still gonna get the content every single time, so don't worry about that. I'm also treating these leak vids as more of a discussion video, so leave any thoughts you have down below on the chapter, any theories on it or the next chapter, predictions for this game too. If you made it to the end though, thank you so much for watching as always. YouTube really thinks you like this video right here, so be sure to check that one out too, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
That one play, boy. But y'all know what I'm saying? Go shout out to my dog Javier, one of the top tier goats of this Blue Lock anime shit, bro. Isagi, I don't know what you gonna do, but at least he fighting back. You know, he ain't just shocked or shook. And then in the last panel, he was pissed off. He wasn't even like shook or shocked. He was just like, this nigga stole the ball. Like, that's what I like to see, bro. Fuck all that crumbling under pressure shit, bro. Like, come on. We passed that. We got it. Although we still have to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, prove ourselves as number 1 and just deal with the pressure of being number 1. Okay, I take back that prove ourselves to be number 1. Just, you know, handling the pressure of being number 1. I'm just saying shit. This was a great video though. Shit though. Hugo, I hope he has Metavision. I hope they have Metavision versus Metavision would be tough. Bruh, this video about to hit 30 minutes, so 82 Society, if I want to see more Blue Lock content like this, theories, chapter reviews, anything, let me know in the comments down below by leaving a but also leaving a like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to another friend that made this type of content. And with that being said, y'all, I will see y'all in the next video, y'all.
I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming.